Shocking details revealed in yet another Wicknell Chivayo leaked audio as he spews the beans on corrupt tender, reveals who was paid, as skeletons tumble out of the closet of the corrupt US 40 million Zimbabwe Electoral Commission deal. The kingpin of the tender, Wicknell Chivayo, has revealed some sensational details of who was paid what in one of the series of payments, in yet another revealing audio leaked to the professional journalists and the social media. Chivayo explains how one of the payments was split around Easter holidays. He says 1 million had been sent to Better Brand Security Private Limited in South Africa. The 1 million sent from Treasury in Zimbabwe was deposited into an FNB account held by Better Brands Private Limited, a South African registered entity. Better Brands Security Private Limited is a Zimbabwean registered, while Better Brands Security Private Limited is a South Africa registered entity. They are both subsidiaries of the Better Brands Group, owned by Pedzisayi Sakupwanya. Chivayo says out of the 1 million received, Sakupwanya was going to get 350,000, himself 150,000, Moses Mpofu 150,000, and Mike Chimombe 150,000. Vaya, meaning Zimbabwean chairperson Priscilla Chigumba, 100,000, and DG, referring to the State Security Agent Central Intelligence Organization CIO Director General Issac Moyo, US 100,000. Although Chivayo does not name anyone in full names, it is crystal clear he is referring to these people, as their names were always mentioned in the murky tender throughout the elections. Chivayo and his business partners have been telling their circles those are the kingpins of the deal. No one has denied this openly except Chigumba, who replied to the Newshawk's questions through Zimbabwe Deputy Chair Rodney Kiwa, saying, "Your questions were forwarded to the Honorable Zimbabwe chairperson, who in turn requested me as Zimbabwe spokesperson to appraise you with the Commission's position. The Commission does not breathe life to fiction." Questions to Chigumba herself were replied in a similar way. Efforts to get comment from Moyo have been unsuccessful so far. Chivayo, Chimombe, Mpofu, and Sakupwanya have not directly spoken about the payments, but the audio is clear on who was paid what. More payments are said to have followed after that audio. This tender was in two phases. The first one for about 20 million and then the balance later. In terms of the agreement signed between Better Brand Security and Renform, the advance payment was $19,957,301. That was 50% of the contract value. This means the closed tender, selective or restricted, given to Chivayo and others without a competitive bidding process and transparency on account of time limits for the polls, patronage and corruption, was worth 39,914,602, about US 40 million. Invoices were inflated by up to 235% for rent-seeking purposes and paying the parties involved rewards and bribes. In fact, Chivayo, in this new audio, descends into a long, furious and spirited rant against Mpofu, accusing him of talking too much and telling everyone about the jackpot, particularly Chief Joseph Tazimaka. Chivayo protests that Mpofu's behavior is unacceptable and he has invited people like his old friend Maka, whom he had deliberately left out but are now complaining. He says this has created huge problems for him, including threats from disgruntled people around him, baying for his blood to put snouts in the feeding trough. As a result, Chivayo says he will no longer work with Mpofu or on any other deal going forward. This is what went to happen. Chivayo shut out Mpofu and Chimombe and have now launched a fierce campaign to get their fair share of the money, which he suggests is about 3 million. Mpofu and Chimombe are claiming up to 10 million US dollars or 25% of the total amount. Meanwhile, Chivayo says in the other audio, the two owe him 10 million rands. Better Brand Security Private Limited, located at number 2 Cambridge Drive, Greendale, Harare, signed the 13 February 2023 agreement on behalf of its owner, Sakupwanya, Chivayo, Mpofu, and Chimombe.